my parents a credit as Republican as
So, this room is packed for our small little precinct of 1,000 voters. It's a mixed crowd. There's a lot of Bernie supporters. There's quite a few Hillary supporters. This is going to be a really interesting caucus. We've already filled up the room, and there's more online. We've got this great gentleman over here with about 1,000 Bernie Sanders stickers on. Precinct captain.
That's the way he believes, but he's gonna hold because that's
So, we were just waiting for everybody to come in offline, and we will be starting the caucus in precinct 6469. From what we see, there's still a pretty massive line outside. I'm not sure if that's another precinct voting out there or if that's a line of people waiting to get in. Precinct captain for Bernie Sanders.
don't forget.
So I'm going to be giving the precinct speech for Bernie once we start caucusing. They just asked me to do that a few minutes ago. I'll hand the phone over at that point. Wow, there's a lot of people in here watching the caucus. I did not expect that. That is awesome. Welcome, everybody. This this caucus has Bernie in the bag, from what I can tell. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to call if there's issues. We've got the precinct captains here. I've already talked to them.
There has to be line. I. You never hear him say we. It's I.
He's been head of a company for so long. Employees are all yes, don't or whatever they want. He's got a rude way.
This is not Priest. This is Kathy Batterman Elementary School. We are in the computer lab in a peanut and tree nut free classroom. And I can't believe the turnout, guys. This is over in Southwest Vegas near Fort Apache and Russell. Well, Giovanni, this room looks pretty much for Bernie. There's a few Hillary stickers around, but I really think that we've got this. I could be wrong. There's a lot of people without stickers that could go either way. Yeah, this district is very diverse. This district is very, very diverse. And we've got a lot of people in this district.
Hi, baby.
Hey.
How are you?
Oh my god, I can't believe this is the first time I've ever used Periscope, guys. I did a couple test streams this morning. There's already 15 people watching in here. That is awesome. Hopefully any minute now we should have the caucus chairman coming in, the permanent chairman, to start the caucus meeting and walk everybody through the process. Right now everybody's just sitting here talking. Actually had some really good discussions with this gentleman right here. Hillary supporter, very smart, very good man. So it's going to be a little slow on stream until we start the meeting going. Right now, about all I can do is show you guys the room. There's no voting yet, Giovanni. We are not able to fill out our preference cards yet. So the only thing we can go by is the stickers and the shirts. And there's a lot from either one. People in Bernie buttons, people with Hillary stickers. This precinct is going to be tight. Voting will start once everybody's inside. Once everybody is inside and in the room, they closed the lines at noon, so you had to be in line by noon. You know, that's not a bad idea. That'll let me burn some time.
Huh? Streaming. For who?
Periscope.
Huh?
Periscope. Periscope, it's a video streaming service.
Oh. Who are you streaming to?
For the Democratic Party. They want somebody filming in each location. So, oh, awesome, thank you. So we just got shared on Reddit, streaming the precinct, and I have 23 people watching here, watching our precinct vote, and they want to know what your biggest issue at home is. No, at home here in the United States, not at your house.
I was like, really? Because the biggest issue would be me dating a conservative. That would be the issue. Probably too much money in big government. That would probably be my main concern.
Okay.
I have a lot of, and then I also have a lot of friends in college, so that would probably be my second concern. Is I remember going to college and paying for it and thinking it was overwhelming, and now it's just ridiculous. I've looked up what a college education costs now. There's no way I'd be able to afford that now. So.
No, and I graduated personally with a lot of debt that I'm still paying off. I'm caucusing for Bernie. Everybody on my stream, I think, knows this at this point. And personally, I'm not going to benefit from free college education, but the next generation and the generation after is going to.
And I think that's half the problem with our politics is everybody's thinking, what am I going to get out of it? What am I going to get out of it?
Everybody's out for themselves.
What's the country going to get out of it? So.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Money in government.
Now, let me ask, would you mind speaking a little bit about why you're supporting Hillary? I'm streaming the caucus. She's going to speak. Would you mind speaking? We're not going to question you or interview you. I just want to know why you're supporting Hillary. It's not two-sided.
Remember, he doesn't trust anybody.
Would you like to speak about why you're supporting Hillary? Awesome. So, to you, what's the biggest issue for you, and why does that have you support Hillary?
It's been said many times, though, but it's just experience. And
Okay.
She has her entire life of experience. She's been in the White House, basically, and so does the state.
Okay.
I want someone who can hit the ground running.
Awesome. So you guys can see there's a lot of passion on both sides. I don't want to get him in the picture over here. He doesn't trust my video, but everybody here, we've actually had some great civil discussions since we got here to the caucus. Honestly, everybody here believes that we just need to vote a Democrat in. We really do. We just need to vote a Democrat in. Exactly. Common sense.
He doesn't want to just fight about everything.
Because you know what? Nobody in this room is voting for Trump or Rubio or Cruz. And we've said, most of the Bernie supporters here have said, if Hillary wins, we're going to vote for Hillary. If she wins the primary, we're voting blue because we cannot allow a Republican into the White House again.
Middle class and wealthy, and that's a massive difference.
They just want to ruin the lower
Middle
class.
class is the majority.
You know what drives me nuts, honestly, is look at the turnout in February, years of prior,
Yep.
and yet.
No, I agree 100%. Everybody in this room, we might differ on how we're going to do it. We might differ on minimum wage, whether it should be 12 or 15. But you know what? We all want change, and we all want to fix what's not right. There are problems with Obamacare. Hillary has her plan to fix it. Bernie has his plan. Ultimately, here's where we see the democratic process play out. This is the most.
What he did to your video.
Yep.
You gotta turn that around.
Oh, no. This is the most democratic process in the country. This is caucusing. This is where you meet your neighbors and you talk about your issues. So regardless of whether anybody here is supporting Hillary or supporting Bernie, we're all here to support the Democratic Party. And we are all here to vote blue. Utah for Bernie. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if I can get. You look good. Would you like to talk to everybody about who you're supporting and what your biggest issue here at home is?
Sure. I'm supporting Bernie Sanders, and I'm just concerned about the direction of the country, making sure that it's for the people.
Okay, and for Bernie Sanders, your candidate, what do you think is the most important part of his platform, the most important piece of his policy to you?
Bringing sovereignty back to the American people and taking it away from large corporations.
Awesome. Thank you. And would you guys mind speaking a little bit about Hillary?
Sorry.
Huh?
Sorry, I don't want to. I'm not.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's see if we can get good-looking people. Those Democrats. This is a room of good-looking people, indeed. with the babies for Bernie over here. It's weird. The Hillary supporters don't want to talk to me for some reason. And I can't figure out why. I'm trying to see. Would you mind speaking a little bit about who you're voting for and why you're voting for them?
I'm voting for Hillary.
Okay.
I'm voting for Hillary because, with all due respect, we've given guys 240 years to try to get something right. I think it's time to have a woman go ahead and see what she can do.
No, absolutely, and no, that's great. Like this is, like I said earlier, this is the most democratic thing we can be doing is sitting here and voting in the caucus, and everybody has their reasons for voting their candidate. So there's nothing wrong with that.
The thing is I think that Hillary has a lot of qualifications. I think that the world today has become global. You have to be able to handle people all over the world, and I've seen how to do that. I honestly haven't seen anybody else do that.
Okay. No, that's great. Thank you for talking with me.
No worries.
Let's see. Gonna see. Simply because she's a woman, she's here. Yeah, I'm trying to stay nonpartisan. I don't want to convert anyone here, though. I probably should. Hopefully my speech will do that. This room is actually pretty young. I don't think a lot of 18-year-olds. Definitely a lot of college-age people. There's also a lot of adults, a lot of different diverse people. There's Latinos, African Americans. This is a very diverse precinct, so this is going to be really interesting to see how this turns out. So let's see. Excuse me, ma'am. I'm streaming the caucus for this precinct, and I was wondering if you wanted to speak about why you're voting for Hillary and what your favorite issues are. I promise it's not. I'm going to be civil. This is not an attack. Okay, no problem. I saw the look. She thought I was going to attack her. I'm not trying to attack, just trying to make this interesting while we wait for the meeting to start. Yes, Giovanni. Let's see. Excuse me, sir. I'm streaming.
I'm okay.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I don't know.
Can't nobody tell you what will work.
Yeah, I really don't know why I can't get anybody to talk to me. That's at least not from that side. I'm able to get a lot of the Bernie supporters are willing to talk. Probably because I'm wearing a Bernie shirt. That probably wasn't smart for me to stream. So, if nobody will talk, are these guys, I wonder if these guys are caucusing for us out here in the hallway.
I looked through my Gmail account.
Sorry?
Look for it everywhere. It just wasn't there.
All right, we're starting. Okay. Yeah, I missed it.
5 to 10 minutes.
5 to 10 more minutes? Okay.
5 to 10 more minutes.
Rough eyeball estimate, I'm seeing a lot more Bernie pins and stickers than I am Hillary, but there's a lot of people without anything. So it looks like the room will be honestly pretty close. It's very diverse. There's a lot of impassioned people here. Yeah, I'm actually surprised by the turnout from this precinct. Like this is massive for this precinct. No. Yes, I'm with you 100%. Let me grab my precinct card so nobody walks with that. Give me 1 second, guys. Cheers. So let's see. I want to see if I can find somebody else to talk to us. So, interestingly, Lila, there's no coin toss if there's a tie today. The way we do it in this state of sin, Nevada, is that we actually do a high card draw from a poker deck. The rules are they have to open a brand new poker deck. They take out the jokers, shuffle it at least 7 times, draw a card. Ace is high, spades beats hearts, hearts beats diamonds, diamonds beats clubs. So we have the most Vegas way of deciding ties. It's pretty fun. So let's see. I want to see if I can get somebody else to talk. Excuse me, sir. No? All right. See, I know I can get the Bernie supporters to talk. I'm not getting anybody without a sticker or or anybody with a Hillary sticker. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely I can. Let's see here. Hill supporters feeling burned, right? Let's see. I know I could get my roommate, but that's easy. I want to get somebody I've never met. Excuse me. Would you be willing to talk to Periscope about who you're voting for and why you're voting for them?
You kind of put me on the spot.
A little bit, that's the point.
I understand. I think that I'm voting for Bernie because of common sense legislation.
Okay.
I think that, you know, there's so much hypocrisy in government that can be dispelled with a candidate that actually cares about what voters care about other than special interest groups like Hillary Clinton. And you know, there's a lot more that goes into my vote than that, but I'm not going to give you 20 minutes.
Oh, no, that's fine. No, it's cool. I've been going around trying to get people to talk. I thank you for at least giving me a few seconds. A lot of people don't want to talk to us. Sir, did you want to say anything?
He's undecided. I'm undecided.
Okay.
I'm looking at Hillary for one thing, her experience.
Okay.
I figure she has the experience in the dealing with the Congress and everything, because whoever gets in there is going to have a hard time with the Republicans. So
I agree.
She already has a record of doing it. I don't know that much about Bernie Sanders.
Okay.
I'm learning, but I'm still open.
You know what? Thank you for coming out as an undecided voter. It's people like you who swing this one way or another. Thank you for coming out and caucusing with us. It's really great. Scott, you want to say anything? This is my roommate, guys. He's voting for, I think, Hillary, according to his shirt.
It really just comes down to consistency. He's always been a person of his word. He's got the record for the past 30 years of what he wants to do and what he's actually been fighting for the whole time, and whether it's been popular or not. He just has his opinion, and I like that.
Awesome.
There's also a lot more, but...
Awesome. 2 things. 1, they say you look like Jeb Bush. But 2, they say decide him.
All right.
So, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Huh? Oh, did you want to say something to, no? Okay. I think we just put her on the spot. She got scared. All right, thank you.
No, I like Bernie.
Huh?
I've been watching Bernie for years.
Okay. And so are you caucusing for Bernie today?
Yes.
Awesome. And what's the most important issue to you and why you're caucusing for Bernie?
We've been married 64 years. You get ready to break up a marriage.
Oh boy, I like Bernie's ideas.
Okay.
More so just even it out.
Awesome.
That's what I like.
So you agree with his more progressive ideals?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. Thank you. Whoops, sorry guys. Let me let this crowd pass. I didn't realize there was another precinct that way. Is there?
I've been watching Bernie every time he's on Bill Maher.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, same here.
And I've always said, why doesn't he run president?
I think you lost a few buttons since I got here, man. When I came, this man's whole left side, his left side was all the way down to the bottom with buttons. And I imagine the right side probably was before I got here. Thank you for being a precinct captain for Bernie, man. Like, I have 55 people watching the stream right now, and everybody is a Bernie fan. Everybody's a Bernie candidate. CNN now has Bernie up 49% to 47% in Nevada. So, looks like we might have an upset on our hands for Hillary.
646. She should have a role in
Oh.
Feeling the burn.
Could you say that one more time, ma'am?
I'm feeling the burn.
Awesome. Awesome. Let's walk back in here. 52 to 44. What poll is that, Progressive Dom? By the way, I saw your message about being on the blog tonight. I might actually... Well, what time is it? Let's say that. She's gone. I'm sorry. I can't do it one more time. Ask about our national debt with a caucus member. Nevada Democratic Caucus poll with MSNBC, so that's an entrance poll. Okay, awesome, thank you. Entrance polls have us up 52 to 44, MSNBC. I've got 53 people watching our precinct now. I think there's more people watching than are actually voting in this precinct. Sir, would you like to talk about who you're voting for and why you believe in that candidate? No? All right. Thank you very much. How about you, ma'am? Would you like to talk a little bit to Periscope about who you're voting for and why you believe in that candidate? Okay. And what do you think about the national debt? Like,
What is happening? I think it's going to be, I think, education reform and everything is going to be able to help with the national debt and all of our students.
awesome. Thank you very much. Sorry, sir. So we've got, no, we're not voting on the computers. We are in a classroom at Kathy L. Batterman Elementary School in Las Vegas, Nevada. And this is our selected classroom for our precinct. So we are in a classroom with computers that, even if we had electronic voting, probably wouldn't work for it. I think these are 1997 vintage. Yes, these monsters are huge. These things, I haven't seen a computer this old since I was about 12. So, obviously, there's problems with some funding in Clark County schools that needs to be devoted at the local level and decided at the local level. So I'll take this opportunity to remind everybody, while nothing's going on, that this is only the presidential primary. This is not the local primary. Nevada's local primary is June 14th, and it is just as, if not more important than the presidential primary, because issues like our schools and issues that matter to Nevada are all decided at that local primary, not here. So it's great that we have such high turnout for the presidential primary, but we need to make sure that we have that same turnout for the locals. I've tried. Nah, I'm not from here. I don't say Nevada. Sorry. ETA to voting is once they get everybody inside. The lines, they stopped allowing people online at noon, but the lines were huge. There were probably 2,000 people outside. A couple more minutes? Okay, cool. The lines outside were at least 2,000 people. So this is a voting location that has precincts that total about 10,000 voters. So it's a high turnout. It's probably 20%. They won't talk because I made the mistake of wearing a Bernie Sanders t-shirt, and so they're scared of me and they think that I'm going to to attack them, when really the couple that did talk to me, anybody who was on the stream will tell you I was really fair and civil with them, and I didn't really press them on anything. Don't have a hoodie. Yeah. This is honestly, in my opinion, you're wrong. This is the most democratic process that we have, because this allows us to talk with our neighbors. The only thing that sucks about it is that it's not a secret ballot, but it's caucusing for your candidate. This is not just a vote, this is a meeting. And this is an opportunity for people to talk about what's important to them and why they're voting for the candidate that they are. So, I don't know. I think this is a very democratic process. I think this is the most democratic process that we have. Only registered party members can vote. However, the Democratic Party of Nevada, there you go, I'll say it right. The Democratic Party of Nevada allows you to change your party affiliation on caucus day. You can also register to vote on caucus day. So that allows you to basically, there's actually a big problem right now where, oh wait, hold on. There's another precinct already caucusing. I can't go into the other rooms. You do not need an ID to vote in Nevada. You do not need an ID to register. You do not need an ID to change your affiliation. I was in the express checkout line, so I was not able to tell how many people were new registrants. I know that my boyfriend here was a new registrant today. But other than that, I really can't say. So, I wish I could go out there and watch, but I don't want to miss our caucus starting. The precincts are actually really varied as far as number of people out here. We have one precinct voting here that there's only 37 registered voters. We've got a couple little cute babies, by the way. There's one precinct that only has 37 registered voters. There's another that has over 1,000. So each precinct's in a different classroom. They are geographic precincts. They are geographic precincts. I'm honestly not sure. I haven't been in Nevada long enough. I don't have one. Ask. So delegates and superdelegates. The difference between delegates and superdelegates. Delegates are decided entirely by the primary or caucus process. So basically, whatever way our precinct votes, our precinct has a assigned number of votes. Whatever way we vote, our delegates will go to that candidate. Super delegates are unpledged. They're party members, they're bigwigs. Bernie Sanders is a super delegate. Bill Clinton is a super delegate. Harry Reid is a super delegate. It's past presidents, it's party leaders, it's influential people. So they are not beholden to the democratic process. Now, while I'm here, Alan Grayson, the Democratic representative from Florida, has a poll on his site where he is asking people to tell him which candidate he should pledge to as a superdelegate. So he's one of the few superdelegates that is actually bringing people in and making it a democratic process as to who gets his vote. So I highly recommend everybody in here, please, please, please go to Alan Grayson's site, vote for Bernie Sanders, and ask Alan Grayson to pledge for Bernie Sanders. He will do it. He's going to do it by majority vote. I don't have the site. Hopefully somebody else in the chat can link the site for everybody so that you can tell Alan Grayson who he should vote for his superdelegate vote. Sorry. So let me take a moment here. Unfortunately, I'm running out of people to interview. Most of the people that aren't wearing Bernie pins won't talk to me. So, why do I think Bernie would be a better president than Hillary? Well, honestly, there's a few reasons. One of the main reasons... Whoa, you okay? Awesome. Sorry about that. One of the main reasons that I think so is I've seen the model work. I've seen universal health care work in Scandinavia. I actually am slated to pay... I'm slated to pay more taxes to under Bernie's plan. I'm one of the ones that actually that meets the income threshold to where I'd be paying more. But I will be saving on healthcare. It'll actually wind up a net win to me. But I believe in healthcare. I believe in college. Free college education. Sorry, they're pushing us in the room right now, so I'm trying to multitask. Walking and talking is not always easy. But I believe that that's the way you make a better country. I believe that investing in education and healthcare is how you do it.
Hi everyone, my name is Jessica and I'm the temporary chair for this precinct. Thank you so much for your patience, we really appreciate it. I was recruited and trained by the Nevada State Democratic Party to run the precinct caucus. This is precinct number 6469 and we have 10 delegates to elect today. I know this information was provided to me by the NBDEMs. First, I want to tell you a little bit about how I got here. Prior to caucus day, I signed up as a temporary chair with the NBDEMs, and I have attended temporary chair trainings prior to today, and I have the caucus packet materials to run this caucus. Now I'd like to call the caucus to order. Think of this as a neighborhood meeting. The primary purpose of the caucus is for Democrats from our neighborhood to get together to voice our preference for who we would like the 2016 Democratic presidential nominee to be. I will pass around a NBDEM's contribution envelope for anyone who would like to donate. The caucuses are a grassroots process paid for by the NBDEMs. We are suggesting a $16 donation for 2016. Any donations are greatly appreciated, but it is not mandatory in order to participate. Pass this around if you would like to. So we have letters from the elected officials officials and the party. In the interest of time, I'm not going to read them, but they're up here. So we have one from the ND Dems, we have one from Senator Reid, and we have one from Catherine Cortez Masto, who's running for U.S. Senate. I can pass them around if people would like to read them. However, I will be reading the letters from both Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. So I'm going to do that. So the first one is from Hillary. Dear friends, today is the day as you come together with your family, friends, and neighbors. You have the exciting and significant responsibility of taking part first in the West Caucus that will help decide the Democratic nominee for President of the United States. You'll help decide which direction our country should go, and importantly, which candidate you can count on to get us there, to listen to you, fight for you, and deliver for you each and every day. I'm asking for your support to be that candidate. I'm so grateful to all of you for taking this caucus seriously and exercising your civic duty by being here. I've spent my entire adult life fighting to even the odds, from my early days at the Children's Defense Fund through my tenure as Secretary of State, to help people get ahead and stay ahead, and to give each child the opportunity to live up to his or her God-given potential. I'm asking for your support to continue that fight, to raise incomes for hardworking families, give every American access to affordable health care and college, secure retirement for our seniors, ensure our communities are safe, and keep our country secure and strong. Since last April, I have traveled throughout the Silver State, listening to your stories and hearing about the challenges you face. I want to be present to tackle the big issues in the headlines, but also the kinds of problems that keep you up at night. I'm fighting for young people like Alicia at UNLV, who knows the hardest part about going to college shouldn't be paying for college, and beside a dreamer who won't let her immigration status from keep her from setting her sights on attending Yale and becoming a doctor. I'm fighting for Elizabeth, a home care worker who has dedicated her life to caring for others and hasn't had a raise in 23 years. I'm fighting for Sean, an Army veteran who came home from the Gulf War and continued his service as a deputy sheriff, building partnerships to help those struggling with addiction. And I'm fighting for Donna, a grandmother who is determined to build a better future for 2 grandsons with autism. At the center of my campaign is how we are going to raise wages, build an economy that lifts up all people, and create jobs on Main Street. All across the state, Nevadans are working hard and doing their part, but too many families are still struggling to get ahead and stay ahead. Together, I know we can forge a better and brighter future for all Americans. The struggling, the striving, the successful, and that begins by keeping a Democrat in the White House. Nothing could be more important, and I need your support. With gratitude and warm regards, I am sincerely yours, Hillary Clinton. And now from Bernie Sanders. Dear Nevadans, we have witnessed the beginning of a political revolution aimed at transforming our country so our government works for the average person. We need a leader not beholden to big money interests, one positioned to regulate Wall Street, one who is not in the pocket of the big banks that caused the 2008 financial crisis and the mass housing foreclosures in Nevada. That's why my campaign has raised zero money for super PACs. Together, we can take on establishment politics. We can assure that when someone works 40 hours per week, they are not living in poverty. We can provide universal health care, free tuition for universities, raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour, and guarantee paid medical and family leave. We can ensure the world we lead is not ravaged by climate change. We can create a more just and equal society. We must defend the rights of our gay brothers and sisters. We need to address civil rights issues by reforming our criminal justice system and stopping for-profit prisons. We need comprehensive immigration reform that puts families first and brings people out of the shadows. We need a foreign policy that will protect and defend this nation responsibly with a strong emphasis on diplomacy. War should be the last resort. And if we can't afford to take care of our veterans, then we should not go to war. Today, I am asking you to stand for what's right. We have the chance to restore the American dream. I am asking you to join the political revolution that will create a country that works for everyone, not just the political and economic elite. I'm asking you to give Nevada and the United States of America a future to believe in solidarity, Bernie. So those are the 2 letters from the presidential candidates. They're up here, or I can pass them around if you would like to look at them. And then, as I mentioned, the letters from Catherine Cortez Masto, Senator Reid, and the party are up here, but just in the interest of time, I'm not going to read them. So I'll just start passing those around. Okay. Now it is time to elect the permanent chair and permanent secretary. This has to happen before any official business is conducted. This is a procedural component of the caucus process. Before any official business is conducted at this caucus, the caucus as a whole must elect permanent officers. These officers include a permanent chair and a permanent secretary. I am a temporary precinct chair who was recruited and trained by the Nevada State Democratic Party to run this caucus. I would like to nominate myself as permanent chair. Are there any other nominations? No? Okay.
Hey!
office as permanent precinct chair, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, please say nay. Okay. Thank you. Now it's time to elect a permanent secretary. This is not mandatory, but as the permanent chair, I would like to elect a secretary to assist me with the caucus process. Is there anybody who would like to nominate someone you would like to nominate? Okay, great. I'd like to, I'm sorry, what's your name?
Lainey Treadwell? Lainey Treadwell?
Lainey Treadwell?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to nominate Lainey Treadwell as the permanent secretary. All those in favor of electing Lainey Treadwell as the permanent secretary, please signify by saying aye. Aye. And please say nay. Great.
Democracy in action, gentlemen.
Okay, now that we have a permanent chair and secretary, and it is well past noon, everyone has completed registration. I can announce the number needed for viability. Viability is the minimum number of people each preference group must have in order to be awarded at least one delegate. And I will determine viability by counting the number of eligible caucus attendees in the room. So before we do that, is there anyone who is just an observer? Only one person. So by observer, I mean somebody who is not registered to vote and checked into caucus in this precinct. So you two, okay, if we could have you just maybe stand next to each other in a corner somewhere. You can observe, you can't participate in the caucus, you can't speak, you can't make hand gestures.
No, they know I'm scoping.
You can't sway anybody one way or the other. So if you could just go stand just over there next to the other observer, that would be great. Yeah, just off to the side, because we're going to be splitting up into preference groups and everybody else is going to be in different corners. So if you could...
Precinct captain.
I'm sorry?
I'm a precinct captain, so...
Oh, that's for the campaign, not the party. Yeah, if you could just stand over there, that would be great. That'll come later when we get to electing delegates for specific groups, and that's when the campaigners with their captains can do that. Okay, so does everybody have their preference cards? Okay, so I'm going to need to count all of you, if you can come with me and make sure I'm counting. I'm going to start with you guys. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
15, Ma'am, she's calling you.
We just have everybody count off. Yeah. Starting with 1. So 1,
2,
3, 4,
5,
6,
7,
8, 9. Somebody didn't count off over here because I have a number 11. 10,
11,
12, 14, 15, 16, 17,
18, 19,
20,
23,
25, 26, 27,
28,
29,
30, 31,
34,
35, 36,
37,
38,
39, 40,
41,
42, 43,
44,
45,
46, 47,
48?
49, 51,
54,
55,
56,
57,
58,
60, 61.
62,
63,
64,
65, 66,
67, 68, 69,
70, 71, 72, 73,
74.
75, 76. 76. Is there anyone that did not? Should we do it? Should we do it?
Go out here.
Did anybody not say a number?
Anybody say the
Has
same?
anybody said a number?
Did you? Sure.
You want to do this half up, and I'll do this half back?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I see a show of cards?
The recounts have already started and we haven't voted yet, gentlemen. Like, this is this is going a little backwards, everybody. We're supposed to vote and then recount, but apparently the recounts start early. Yes, we're splitting into teams for dodgeball. That's what's going on right now. The gym's just down the hall. Six.
7,
8,
9, 10,
11,
12.
13, 14, 15,
16.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
23, 24, 25.
28, 29, 30,
32.
33,
35.
38,
39.
41,
42.
43,
44,
46.
47,
48,
49. 50.
51.
52.
53, 54,
55. 56.
57,
58,
59.
62, 63,
64,
65,
66, 67,
68.
69,
70.
71.
72. 74.
75,
76.
Nobody's winning. This is actually just counting for viability. There are 76 people voting in precinct 6469. So if anybody on stream can do the math in an app for viability, just so we can double check. All right.
Okay, so we have 76 caucus attendees. We have 76 caucus attendees. Viability is based on the number of delegates allotted to each precinct and the number of total caucus attendees. I am not a caucus attendee, so that's why I'm not counting myself. We will need to find the number needed for viability by counting the number of caucus attendees and then using this poster provided to me by the MBDEMs to determine viability. We found this number by counting the number of caucus attendees and then using this poster provided by me by the MBDEMs to determine viability. Okay, so we have 4 or more delegates because we have 10. So it's the total number of caucus attendees, 76 times 0.15.
11.4. You have help from 50 people watching the caucus remotely, so.
Okay, so it's 11.4. And for the purposes of viability, we always round up. We don't use that normal rounding principle that we learned in elementary. We always round up to the nearest whole number. So we need 12. Okay. So the number needed for a preference group to be viable is 12. Now that we know the number needed for viability, it's the time to join our presidential preference groups. Before we start, I would like to remind everyone that all public meetings at all levels of the Democratic Party in Nevada shall be open to all members of the Democratic Party, regardless of race, age, color, creed, national origin, religion, ethnic identity, sexual orientation, gender identity or expression, economic status, philosophical persuasion, or physical disability. So at this point, I will give everyone up to 15 minutes to align themselves with their presidential preference. So we have the observers standing back there. If we could have the Hillary Clinton supporters stand over there, if we could have Bernie supporters stand over here, and if we could have, before we move, and if we could have any uncommitted caucus attendees stand there.
Okay, so Hillary's going to that corner of the classroom. Bernie supporters over in this corner. This is the blue corner, I suppose. I'm gonna stand over here in the Bernie corner. Let's see how people split.
Some wall space to slump against.
Right? Guys, I see, man, this is gonna be close. So Hillary's got some support in her corner. Looks like she's got about 20 people. probably. And we've got this massive crowd of Bernie supporters over here.
They have like shorter styles too, like all sorts of prints. They have leggings.
So Bernie is going to win this precinct. This is honestly pretty open and shut.
Yeah, they do Star Wars. They had a Dark Knight collection just recently.
Is everybody in their current spot?
These people over here, what are you? You're all Bernie. Yes.
All of it.
You with the little girl on your head and you in the blue shirt, you are the observers. You in the navy hat, what are you? I'm sorry?
We'll observe.
Okay. So you in the brown shirt, you're the last of the Bernie. And then, I'm sorry, you're also in Bernie? Okay. So if I can verbally confirm that everyone is in their preference groups, you don't need the allotted 15 minutes? Yes.
Yes.
This is the first one. So everybody is where they want to be for right now?
Yep.
Okay. Now that everyone is in their preference groups, I will count and record the number of caucus attendees in each preference group. I will announce which groups are viable and which are not. So
We can just count off.
yes, so let's start.
We're good at this counting thing. We get
Yeah. Third time's a charm.
Count how many Hillarys and then minus it.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yes, each side does try to convince the others. We actually were in here for about an hour prior to this starting, talking to each other, so most of the convincing has already been done.
Open 3,
4,
okay.
5,
6, 7, 8,
9,
10,
11.
12,
13,
14,
15,
16,
17,
18,
19.
20,
21,
22.
22.
23. No, 24. Right? No.
35.
29,
My bad.
No, I am a Nevada resident. I've already been registered. I'm good. Yeah, I moved here from Florida. I'm a transient, but I've been here for 2.5 years. They do not check your ID. We do not have voter ID laws in the state of Nevada. Nevada, sorry. I'm getting picked on stream for saying Nevada wrong.
21.
32,
33,
34.
35,
36,
37,
38,
39,
40.
41,
42,
43,
44.
45,
46.
Yes, I am a registered voter in Nevada.
48. Okay.
Sorry. It's Nevada. Yes, it's. I've been getting picked on all stream for saying Nevada. It is Nevada. Like, I would show you guys my Nevada license, but that's really identifying. But promise, I am a Nevada resident. Vote count. So we, right now, there was 76 total people caucusing. Bernie has gotten 48 of the 76 people that are caucusing. They're counting Hillary right now just to make sure that it comes up to 28, which should be her number. No, it's going to be 26, or 28 to 48. There are no uncommitted. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was any on this side.
First initial, last name.
It's gonna be close. That's good.
Yeah, sure.
And when they call their number, put their hands out. They don't have to take care of it.
That man in green is my boyfriend. Leave him alone. He's also the precinct secretary.
So we have 76.
Okay. So, final count.
Okay, so we have one group that's not viable, that would be uncommitted. We have only one Cox attendee. So at this point, we will move to a second alignment. During this time,
Can you speak up, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have one group that is not viable, uncommitted. Both Bernie and Hillary are viable with 48 and 27 respectively. So at this point, we will move to a second alignment. During this time, Cox attendees in non-viable groups may realign. You will have up to 15 minutes to do so. People who are already aligned with a viable group are unable to change their preference groups. You guys have to stay here, and you guys have to stay there. So if I could have one representative from each of the viable groups come up and give a brief 1-minute statement on behalf of their preference group. So if you guys want to pick one person. Okay, so you.
Yep.
So.
You want me to record you? Yes.
So you have 1 minute to give a statement on behalf of your preference group.
Okay.
Okay, if we could have silence, please, and you're addressing it to our uncommitted participants. So I'll focus on you.
Oh, I didn't think it was a one-person speech, but the reason I'm voting for Bernie Sanders, I graduated, well, let me be honest, I didn't graduate college, but I left college with a lot of debt. And now I have a career, I have everything I need, but I want the next generation to have the opportunity that I didn't, to be able to get free education, to have health care as a right, to have common sense legislation that actually helps the people rather than helping the corporations. And as much as if Hillary wins the primary, I will definitely vote for Hillary in the general election, now is the time that I need to vote and put the candidate that I believe has the most common sense policies into office.
Okay, and then if somebody from Hillary could really speak 1 minute, please.
I believe that this country is facing some of the hardest issues and times that we've had in a long time. I think that we need a person that has experience, who has shown that she can lead people, a more mature adult. And in watching when watching and listening to the issues, I think that Hillary Clinton is the person to go for. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So we now have up to 15 minutes for you to decide which group you'd like to go with.
Bring them
You can choose rock, paper, scissors.
You're the one that
You also have the choice not to realign if you choose not to do so, or you can pick one of the two viable groups to realign.
Excuse me, you can only have one speaker.
Yes, one from each group. So it's 1:10, you have 15 minutes. I won't say about 15, don't worry.
Just 14.
Nice try.
You know that free college is going to be better. You know what's going to be very hard?
I think that counts as another
I'm still a college
speech
grad.
there.
Oh, okay. Nice. Are they trying to stop me from talking to you?
Maybe.
No, me. I run a restaurant, so you're welcome to come on.
It's not perfect.
Yeah, question.
can I verbally confirm that you have realigned yourself?
Correct.
Okay. So that we don't need the full 15 minutes. Okay, so now that the funds in each preference group, so with the one person going to Hillary Clinton, it is now 48 for Bernie Sanders and 28 for Hillary Clinton. Okay. Okay, if I can call you all to order. I will now award delegates to each preference group based on the total number of eligible caucus attendees in each preference group. We will use the following poster and math equation to award delegates. The math to award delegates will work as follows. So it's just following this. So the math is the number of group members within the group multiplied by the total number of delegates the caucus elects, which is 10, divided by the total number of eligible caucus attendees, which is 76. So that's the same for both. So the number before rounding for Bernie Sanders is 6.31. And the number for Hillary Clinton before rounding is 3.68. So when we award delegates, we do actually use the regular rounding that we learned in elementary school. So if the decimal is below 5, we round down. So Bernie Sanders with 6.31 will be 6 delegates.
Hillary gets 4.
And Hillary Clinton with 3.68 rounds up to 4.
Wouldn't matter.
We in the right precinct.
Okay. Now that we have awarded each group their delegates, each preference group will elect the delegates they would like to send to the county convention. Before we do so, I would like to read another statement. Discrimination in the conduct of Democratic Party affairs on the basis of gender identity or expression, race, age, color, national origin, religion, sexual orientation, physical disability, or economic status is prohibited. In order to encourage full participation by all Democrats in the delegate selection process and in all party business, diversity programs shall be implemented with particular concern for minority groups as defined in the Democratic National Committee Charter. Now, I would like to take a minute to explain the role of a delegate to the county convention. Delegates to the county convention attend the all-day convention on Saturday, April 2nd, 2016, and vote on a variety of party matters, including but not limited to the county party platform, members to the county central committee, electing delegates to the state convention in Las Vegas on May 14th and 15th, 2016. If you wish to run as a national delegate to attend the Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia from July 25th to 28th, 2016, you must be elected as a delegate to the county convention and from there to the state convention. Now, each preference group shall take nominations for the position of county convention delegate. So as a reminder, the Bernie Sanders preference group will elect 6 delegates, and the Hillary Clinton preference group will elect 4.
I want to. You have to go.
You would like to
You have to go.
If you would like to run to be a delegate